Okay, so I really want to open up the Asuna figure, but today that's not going to happen. I've just re-recorded part of my Rem in Wonderland figure, so I thought why not continue the theme and open up our Ram in Wonderland figure. So, let's take a look. Sorry Asuna, we will come to you soon, I promise we'll get there. And of course you too, Samurai Kirito, wherever you may be. Anyway. Hey everyone, thanks for coming back for another anime figure opening video today. Today we're going to be opening up the S figure Ram in Wonderland figure. Feels really weird saying figure twice, I was just reading what it says. But I'm very excited to open this up and have a look because I really enjoyed our Rem in Wonderland figure, and these come as a set. I always love collecting these sets, especially with these sisters, they're beautiful. But, as always, we have to take a look at the box because, well, why not? I like showing you what's on here. So, on the front cover, we have our Ram with a beautiful, well, kind of creepy smile on her face. She's supposed to be the Queen of Hearts, I believe, in this series. It's supposed to be based off of Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, that's probably why she looks a bit creepy there. I'm very excited to see what that one's like too. But down here, it just says the title. It's a S figure Ram in Wonderland. And again, it's from ReZero. If you don't know who this character is or this anime, I highly recommend you just search ReZero. It's very interesting and it's good. No spoilers. This is also a Fuyu figure. You can get these in the game centers, and actually it's surprisingly light. You could probably win this quite easily if the machines are a bit generous. Okay, and moving on to the side, you can see on this side we have a few different positions of Rem, just like for example her face, her back, her front, with a few hearts on the front there, interesting. And there's a few cards, there's a rabbit, Ram in Wonderland, there's even just big Ram text there at the bottom. That's a good side. Over here we actually have a big dent because, as I say, this feels very hollow. I doubt there's any plastic in here, it's probably just cardboard. But there's Ram again from a few different angles. And then finally on the back we have our safety information, all in Japanese. And down here we just have the, again, ReZero, blah blah blah, S figure, Ram in Wonderland. Yeah, very pretty. And again, we have our Kadokawa sticker here just to show you that it is an official product, although it's made in China. That always confuses me. It's a Japanese item, it's supposed to be showing Japanese quality, but they all say made in China. Meh. Anyway, on the top we have the same kind of thing, S figure Ram in Wonderland, and on the bottom, no different. But there you go. So, let's open this up. Again, we're going to use the knife. Again, 3 pieces of tape. This time the tape is a little bit cheaper quality. But once we've got it open and have a better look inside, you will see, yeah, of course, it's cardboard. It's always so disappointing when this happens. It really is. And let me guess, it's trapped in part of it? Of course it is. Look at all this wasted space. Why do they do this? I mean, sure, the figure is probably weighted like this. That's probably why there's a big dent here, so that you have to move it around. But regardless, it's ridiculous. Okay, let's take this out. Ooh. Let me just take you out there. There you go. Okay, so we got lots of bubble wrap. Let's take her out and show you these little bits separately. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so base. There you go, here is the base. And the base for these figures are always like a small saving grace after opening up and finding lots of cardboard, because they look absolutely beautiful. It'd be nice if they were in a plastic case so you could actually see it showing off a bit, but this doesn't have any windows, so it makes a little bit of sense. But as you can see, it says down here, S figure Ram. This is beautiful. I love this square design. It looks very regal, very nice. And it fits the theme for Ram in Wonderland, being the Queen of Hearts. We also have these 2 holes for her feet, and on the back you can see where these are put in. We also have some text down here. Again, it's TNK, oh god, focus, TNK syrup, made in China, and just what it's made of. There's not too much to talk about, but it is very, very pretty, so I'm quite happy with this. But, okay, there you go. That's the stand. Let's put this down for a second. And of course, the figure herself. And as you can see, this looks very, very pretty. What a wonderful looking figure from a distance. Now, I haven't had a look at this yet, so let's actually go through the detail together and see what we can see. So as always, let's start off by taking a look at the face. And as you can see, she has just one eye there with a lovely red colour. There's not too much going on there. It is nicely detailed, which is very, very pretty. She also has her nose sticking out there, and her mouth is agape. Something very interesting about this figure is you can actually see her teeth inside there as well as her tongue. That's pretty cool, because usually not everything's detailed on these figures like that. But it is a shame that we can't see her other eye under her hair, like her hair over here, just to make sure it's definitely there. But as you can see, this hair is not malleable at all. And looking at the hair itself, it reminds me a little bit of the Rem in Wonderland figure that we've looked at before, where it's just very, very, well, it's plastic of course, but it just looks fake and cheap and just horrible. However, unlike the other one, this one actually looks like it's connected together a little bit better. Not much, you can still see the line up there. And the same goes across the head over here. And underneath you can see her ears are inside. Very, very nice. And also on this figure, instead of the bow, we have the crown. She is of course a queen in this series, which is very cool. The crown is gold around the edge, and it's got this kind of fluffy material around the side here. It's pretty cool. It gives it a nice little extra layer of detail. So yeah, very, very nice. Okay, so moving from her face down to her body, she has this wonderful black, red and white dress on. And my god, is Ram thin. I mean, it's tiny. Just look how thin she is, it's amazing. But this dress is a little less shiny than the Rem in Wonderland that we've opened before, which is nice. It gives it a bit more of a matte finish. But let's go through these different bits. On her collar here, you can see this is just a red piece of plastic that sticks up, which is pretty cool. That goes all the way around. And this connects to her black dress here. There's not too much to talk about there. Also, black and white dress. Something really interesting about this figure that I've never really seen before on other figures is you can see her collarbone so clearly there, and it looks really creepy. I mean, I guess that makes sense. That's how humans are formed, but it just looks so weird. Look at that. But anyway, there you go. Just a small extra little point here. This collarbone there. Interesting. Her dress has this white section in the middle with 3 different hearts going down the middle. She is the Queen of Hearts after all. And on each sleeve they have these little ruffles around the edge. Very similar to the Ram figure that we've opened before. And then her arms go all the way, well, like you would expect on a figure, her arms go all the way around to her hands and her fingers. This time the fingers are actually detailed separately, just a little bit more. They're split. Her little finger and her index finger, with 2 fingers close together here. And that's because she will be holding a little extra bit here a little bit later, so we will add that in a second. But for now we are just going to take a look at the figure as is. And then this arm goes all the way down and it's just open-handed, and again all of these fingers are just separated. You can also see, if the camera will focus, that her nails are there, but they're not very well painted or painted at all, so there's not really too much to talk about there. But moving down the dress, we don't have just 1 or 2 layers, but we also have this triple layered effect on this figure, and it looks very, very pretty. What is that black thing in there? Is that some kind of dust? Huh, this thing's just come out of the box and it's already getting dirty. But the black layer on top, as I say, it's a bit shiny, but it's less glossy than the blue one for Ram. The red has the ruffles going around underneath as a layer underneath, and again there is 1 more layer here. Very, very lovely. I love just how much depth these give. It's beautiful. And then finally, moving down from her dress to her tights, this time I can say tights because they do go all the way up to the top. She has this white and black checkered pattern going all the way down. And these would look very, very nice if it wasn't for this absolutely awful paint job that's gone on here, which you can see at different points throughout this figure. And also, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's a line that goes down the side of each of her legs. This must have been when they were making it or moulding it, I have no idea, but it just looks so horrible. I mean, it just completely ruins the entire leg. It's so stupid. But if you're looking at it at a distance, which I always try to sell it as that, you can't see it. I'm not looking for it, I can't see it. Or maybe I can, I don't know. But when you're looking at it on the shelf, you're not going to notice little things like this. It just looks good at a distance. Actually, one of my friends, he got this figure too, and he said that there was a black splodge of paint on the hair. So I guess case by case, you're going to end up getting a figure that has some issues with it. You never know, there might actually be one out there with no paint problems. But it always seems to be that these Triple S figures have some small issue that they could easily improve. But anyway, I'm blathering on a bit too much. But yeah, these tights are nice, and then down here we have these lovely, lovely boots with the strap around the ankle, held on nicely, as you can see here. There's not as much detail as there is on the Ram figure, because she has the buckle, but these still look pretty cool nonetheless. But there you have it. Now she is missing her scepter, so give me 1 second while I quickly put that in. And there you go, there she is with her scepter. This scepter actually looks really, really cool. It's got this lovely heart at the top with these spikes going around the edge here. I can actually turn it around to show you both sides, that's pretty cool. But that also does mean that it's not being gripped very well. And it has this star spiked thing at the bottom here. It's a bit dangerous, she might catch herself. Actually, that's quite sharp. But there you go, that is her with her scepter. And I thought, while we're at it, I may as well put her in her stand too. So there is our Triple S figure Ram in Wonderland figure in her full glory. It's a nice figure, but there are a few points that I weren't overly keen on, especially with the legs. But it's not a massive problem. Again, you don't notice it. But anyway, let's have a quick look at this in a little bit more detail. Let's take a look. Now, as these two figures come as a set, it would be a little bit strange if I didn't actually show you what they look like together. So let's give you just a few quick detailed shots of these figures together as a pair. Okay, so let's go find somewhere for you over on the shelves. We really are running out of space and we've got to get some more shelves. I'm thinking of possibly getting something behind the TV over here, but no, who knows. For now, you're going to go here next to your sister. There you go. And as you can see, I've shown you just before, these are supposed to be holding hands, although they are hover-handing here, which is really, really bizarre. But there you have it. That is the Ram in Wonderland Triple S figure. The figure's very pretty. We won her for about 2,000 yen. I think you can buy her a little bit cheaper in the shops. So if you're looking for her, do keep an eye out. So thank you for tuning into today's video. Please subscribe if you're enjoying this. Please give us a like if you enjoyed the video. And I look forward to seeing you in another anime figure opening video coming to you very, very soon. Okay, bye!